What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. So let's get into this conversation / H&M drama. This story actually comes from sandrarose.com, and it's about Prince Harry allegedly calling his brother to arrange for him to return to royal life. Now, listen, I'm just going to share this story with you guys. And it says, according to published reports, Prince Harry phoned his brother Prince William to arrange for his return to royal life. The Duke of Sussex, who defected to America alongside his wife Meghan Markle in 2020, desperately wants to return home after a series of embarrassing missteps in the U.S. An insider tells In Touch Weekly, Harry admitted he'd phoned William to call a truce and told his brother he and Meghan would be open to going back to London, where they would serve King Charles. The insider added, obviously, Megxit has blown up in their faces. Harry is starting to wonder if they made the right decision leaving England. He's even suggested to Meghan that they return to London and the royal family. However, insiders say Meghan is firmly against returning to London, where she was never fully accepted. The insider said William was cut off guard by Harry's phone call. William didn't quite know what to say. The future king reportedly told Harry he would think about his offer. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may be headed for divorce court after 5 years of marriage. The thrill is gone for the former couple, who had hoped to take America by storm when they defected to the U.S. from Great Britain. Radar Online reported that the Duke and Duchess are taking time apart to heal and rebuild their bond after a disastrous year of public missteps. Harry and Meghan reportedly decided to take a break from each other after they were widely ridiculed for accusing American paparazzi of endangering their lives during a slow-speed car chase. The way it's written, it just made me laugh. I'm sorry, guys, because the words endangering their lives is in bold. And then after that, it says during a slow speed car chase. So it's like you don't consider a car chase being slow speed, right? So I'm sorry, that just made me laugh. You let me know what you think. But anyway, insiders say Harry and Meghan are spending more time apart lately. They were devastated by Emmy snub of their Netflix docuseries. Spotify recently canceled their podcast due to poor ratings. Meghan reportedly took the rejections hard. I think Harry's getting in her way, said entertainment lawyer NT, who runs the Crazy Days and Nights blind item blog. They're trying to figure out what hit them. Harry doesn't fit in Meghan's tacky Tinseltown world, a source told Radar Online. The source added that Harry is hoping to find himself. Radar Online also claimed that Harry is planning a solo trip to Africa to film a documentary. A source close to the British royal family said told the Spectator, that the rumor of a breakup wasn't surprising to hear, and added that there is a little sympathy for Harry among the family after all he's done. Harry and Meghan met when they were set up on a blind date by a mutual friend in July 2016. Harry and Meghan were married at Windsor Castle in England on May 19th, 2018, and they have 2 kids, Archie and Lilibet. Now listen, I don't know if the stories are true and real, the sources, the insiders, I don't know, but I have read different things that were saying that they were going to start doing things separately, that she was advised to ditch the royal title of the Duchess and the Sussex thing. But I talked about that before, and I said that's really crazy that they would want her to do that when that's ultimately what gave her the relevancy that she has right now. I mean, would it not have been for her getting with Harry, nobody would be talking about Meghan Markle. There would not be news stories about her every day, almost as much as now we're seeing the Kardashians. And we're still kind of over that. But yeah, every time you go to some news site, there's going to be something about the Kardashians. And now there's always something about Meghan Markle. Had she never gotten with Harry, would we be seeing her? Have we seen her on anything before that besides Deal or No Deal? And what? Suits? So I don't know if the rumors are true, but they say where there's smoke, there's maybe even if it's just a little fire, there's a fire. I do believe that there is some trouble there, but I don't think that they are headed towards divorce, at least not right now, because they strike me as the type that will try to stick in there for the sake of showing everyone else up. And two, they do have 2 little children, and they do strike me as the type that would try to keep things going for the sake of the children, unlike Monique Samuels, who waited until that prenup was dead and done, and then she could move on after having her 3 security child support checks. But anyway, the commenters were basically saying Meghan is going to have to move to London. That's where her husband's livelihood is. She and her mom will have to adjust to London. This is who Meghan married and made a family with. She needs to support her husband and move to London. I don't know about that because her mom, she lives in the States and this is where she's from and this is where she will stay. Her mom doesn't have to move to London. And I mean, Meghan, she doesn't feel comfortable there. And I believe ultimately the both of them leaving, it was more so for her than it was for him. Someone else says, why does everyone want them to break up so badly? Meghan seems like a sweet lady. I think she will have to bite the bullet and return to London with her husband. I hope they can figure it out. Meghan has to think of this reality while they were dating and got serious. It's got to be a bit much for the both of them. So, yeah, I don't think that she considered any of this while she was dating him. I believe she was looking at all of the great opportunities and possibilities that she was going to get out of it. And I don't think that everyone wants them to break up so badly. I just believe that people are judging what they see and giving their views and opinions on it. Some people may want them to break up, but I don't think everyone does. Someone else says, this was bound to happen. Leave Meghan's messy ass home. Harry is in for the worst time of his life with Meghan. She's poison. Someone else says, honestly, I could care less about these people, but seeing how some folk are so emotionally attached to people they do not know is entertaining. Seeing them refer to them as royalty and kings, etc. is cringe as ever. These people are human, the mankind version with an evil history. Please grow some self-love and self-esteem. Yeah. I mean, there are some people that are really emotionally attached to them. I could care less. I'm definitely not one of those people. And I agree with this person when it comes to seeing people know better than you are, because that is absolutely the truth. But unfortunately, we know that there are classes in the world and in society. And unfortunately, you have the haves, the have-nots, and the in-betweens. And that's just it. So no, I see the pictures on the cover of the magazines with King Charles with this ridiculous crown on his head with all of these jewels. I mean, I feel that it looks absolutely stupid and ridiculous. That's my personal opinion. But hey, my opinion doesn't really matter. He's still titled as the king and he's still living this life that I don't believe that he deserves, but it is that. So anyway, someone else says she only married him thinking that her new title would propel her forward in Hollywood. It was never her plan to stay in London and be a royal. I don't doubt that she may have experienced racism of some sort. However, I think she had a plan all along to lure Harry back to the States. I don't trust her. And the sentiments of this commenter is basically what I have been saying since I started talking about it several years ago, that she knew what she was doing. She knew she never wanted to completely stay there and be in this working royal, quote unquote, sense of living. She really wanted to be a star. She did. And this helped her. But being royalty in the United States, you're well known, but it doesn't translate into celebrity. And someone else says, I don't know, something about her seems disingenuous. When she said she didn't know who he was when her friend fixed her up with him, I called BS. And someone replied to that comment and said, Meghan studied the royals intensely. She knew who he was. She threw that cooch on him and that pulled him in. Oh, God. All right, I'm not going to read any more comments. But yeah, basically, they're saying that they're preparing to try, I guess, a trial separation and see how that goes. We will just continue to see what is said. I am not studying them. As the news comes out, if I see it and if it's something that I want to talk about, I'll do that. But I'm not here rooting for the downfall of their relationship or their marriage, hoping that they get the hell back to the UK. I really could care less. My thing has always been about them using what they allegedly went through, trashing his family and the people over there, and then coming here, selling that information. And then you want to pivot to being humanitarians and doing all of this stuff that is basically not what got you on. It's not what got you paid. You got on and got paid for being messy. And now you want to be above the mess. And people aren't really here for it. So that's why the podcast got canceled. Well, one of the reasons why the podcast got canceled. And anyway, it is still weird to me. I was listening to some commentary by someone else and it was live. So there was a chat session and people were saying, you know, it's amazing how they mess with this black woman. And I responded and I said, Meghan is not black. And it wasn't an attack on her. I was just correcting because she isn't. She is not African American. And the person responded and said, she is black. She came out of the coochie of a black woman with dreadlocks, so that makes her black. I said, that makes her mother black. That doesn't make her black. She is biracial. Her mom is African American. Her father is Caucasian. I am not saying there is anything wrong with that. It's just the truth. And then other people started commenting and saying, yeah, she's not black. And then it's the truth. So I don't know why people, and I don't even want to say people, it's usually African American women that want to claim her, put her in the club of African Americans to say that she is black. She's not. She's biracial. She never claimed to be a black woman. She used race for being a victim to get paid off of that. She absolutely did. And that's one of the reasons why I don't care for her and I don't respect her. But that does not make her a black woman. She's actually offended. If we want to be real, she's actually offended that people would actually consider her to be that when she feels she doesn't look that way. She doesn't act that way. You know, like, I'm not one of them. I'm not saying that she disowns her mother. She obviously doesn't, but she obviously does not want to be seen as if she is her mother, because she isn't. And that's the truth as well. She's not even her father. She is who she is. She is a mixture of the two. Being that, if you want to live more on one side than another, that's your choice to do that. I don't really care. But don't get upset with another person that says that she is not black when she isn't. It's just the truth. It's not a knock. It's not an attack. It's just speaking the truth. And I'm quite sure that she would agree if you were to have her check a box on a form when it gives a list of races. I am quite sure she will never and has never ever check the box that says black/African American, period. So don't come for me when you want to say that she's black because she came out of a black woman that has dreadlocks. You sound absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.